In this example, we're going to find the antiderivative using substitution of integral x squared over square root of 1 minus 2x to the third dx. And the problem with trying to integrate this normally or just integrate it straight from here is that we have these multiple pieces of functions. We have the x squared and then we have the square root 1 minus 2x to the third. So really we have to do something else. So in the substitution, I'm going to let u be what's under the square root. So 1 minus 2x to the third. So then from that u, du is the derivative of that, which would be negative 6x squared dx. So now let's look at our original integral. Okay, and we have our u already. So here is u. But we also want to be able to substitute in du, which we don't yet have, although we have some parts of it. We have the x squared and the dx, but not the negative 6. So just a little reminder that negative 6 times negative 1 over 6 is equal to 1. So if we multiply by both negative 6 and negative 1 over 6 to our integral, we're really multiplying by 1, so we're not changing our integral at all. So that's the trick that we want to use here. Since we want a negative 6 to show up in our integral, we're going to multiply by negative 6. And if we don't want to change our integral, then we also need to multiply by negative 1/6. And I'm going to just write that in front of the integral. Okay, and now we're ready to substitute. So now we have the integral negative 1/6 in front of 6x squared dx is equal to du. And then we have 1 over the square root of u. And this is something that we will be able to integrate because now we just have one function within the integral. So now we have negative 1/6 integral u to the negative 1/2 du. Just rewriting to make it a little bit easier, which is negative 1/6 u to the positive 1/2. We add 1 to the power, and then we divide by the new power, so divide by 1/2, plus some constant c. Now dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by 2, so this is negative 1/6 times 2 u to the 1/2 plus c, which is negative 1/3 u to the 1/2 plus c. And we can rewrite this now, substituting back in our u function. So this is negative 1/3. U was 1 minus 2x to the third to the 1/2 power plus c. And then for our final answer, I'm just going to rewrite that closer to the original form of the integral. So I'm going to rewrite it as negative 1/3 square root of 1 minus 2x to the third plus c. And note that we could also write this as square root of 1 minus 2x to the third over negative 3, plus the constant.